Good morning, interwebs. It's 9:24, and I've been up since 9. I'm now dressed and, ready to go, because what are we going to Didgeridoo today? We're going to Didgeridoo show at the library, which is supposed to have somebody performing the Didgeridoo, or, a group of people, and then also, some activities for the kids, and some information about Australian culture. So, that should be fun. I'm tired. I don't really want to leave the house, but I do agree that the activity itself should be enjoyable, so we're going. Well, it's 4:38 in the morning, and I just got busy after we got home from the Didgeridoo thing. So the little concert show thingy was good. He didn't really, actually play that many songs. He did a lot of, talking and other things with the kids, but they thought it was super engaging. There weren't a huge number of kids there, but maybe, 20, between 20 and 30 at the most. And then there were activities afterwards. So, they made a didgeridoo out of cardboard, and they had this thing called fairy bread that we made, which was basically take a piece of white bread, and you smear margarine on it, and then you pour some sprinkles on a plate, and you smoosh your bread into it. Apparently, it's an Australian thing that they have at kid parties. It was tasty. So, Jezebel has a new thing she's been doing. She was all splayed out before. So, under there on the floor, you can see there's a vent. There's air conditioning. So she has just kind of decided that is her place, and frequently she puts her big furry butt on top of it so that she's the only one that gets air. But, she's pretty smart like that. So, we got back from the concert thing, and then Steve went right to bed, because it was almost 1? So then before we ate lunch, I put an update into my new shop, shop.hbhappenstance.com. So if you want to go check out my online shop, there are some new bags. There is this cat print bag with cats with these flower crowns. I posted a picture of it to Instagram too, if you're interested. But I don't understand the fabric. Do you ever see fabrics and you think, who in their right mind thought this stuff up? Because I would never think of making flower crowned cats. But there was something about it when I saw that fabric that I must have it. I had to buy it, and then I had to make it into bags because it was just begging for it. But I don't really understand the cats with the flower crowns. It's kind of ridiculous, but the best project bags kind of are ridiculous. You can't take yourself too seriously when it comes to project bags. If you are, then don't. Also meant to finish telling you all days ago the story about the post office, and I was reminded by a comment I had gotten on Instagram in regards to whether or not I had mail. So Steve went up to the post office the day after I did and saw the note that said that our post office was going to be closed temporarily, and it was real weird and cryptic, and I was worried they were closed the post office. Well, he talked to the postmaster, and the post office right now is completely cleared out. Their entire mailroom, there is nothing in there at all, because they're doing some sort of emergency work on the building. The guy didn't exactly explain what. In fact, he kind of said that they don't know how long the work is going to take because they don't know what it's going to entail. But clearly there is something wrong with the building or something, and it is being fixed. So that is why they closed down our post office, and why it was so, kind of weird and cryptic in the posting on the door, because they just don't know how long it's going to be closed, and all postal services are closed right now. They closed, the postal boxes aren't even going to be available there. People's P.O. box stuff will have to be gotten at the next town over, I guess, because even those aren't going to have access to them. So that's kind of crazy. I'm very curious what happened in the building. Maybe I will find out at some point, but at this point, I don't know. But we will continue to have mail there, and I also see it as a good sign. If they are fixing the post office, it means they're probably less likely to close our post office. Which, for those of you that don't know, I live in a really small town of less than 200 people. So, yeah, they're always threatening to close our post office, basically. And I kind of think that it would make sense. It's not really the best use to the Postal Service's money, but if they're going to have it, they should have it work better than it kind of does right now. Kids and I had lunch, and then everyone was really tired, so we went and took a nap for a couple hours, and that was enjoyable and much needed. And then after we got up, I sewed one project bag, and I was going to do some more sewing. And then my daughter needed some help with, for the fair, she's doing a jewelry project. She needs help learning how to finish some of the stuff, so I made some earrings and stuff for myself or for sale, or like I made them for my own use. And that way I could show her how to do the finishing things. So that was good. And then we had dinner. And we watched some science videos this evening because we had a big storm go through, and it was, there's a lot of thunder and lightning and a ton of rain in a short period of time. There was even some hail, I think, from the sound of it, but it was also still super warm outside, so, like, it was melting pretty quick, but no tornadoes or anything of that nature. Jezebel, back off. She's sitting up on my table about to jump on me. She had 2 feet in the pouncy position on the edge. Right now I'm uploading the video for Hook by Happenstance that should have gone up this evening, but I didn't get around to it because we were busy, and then the weather took a turn when I was going to do some stuff on the computer earlier. Everybody went to bed. I worked on said Hook by Happenstance video. In fact, I made an entire doily tonight, and it was pleasant. And you can see it on the other channel because the video's already up. Peach picked a doily project for me. And now I'm just sitting here. I think I'm going to go and work some more on a design project that I've been doing. I worked on it today at, oh my nose. I worked on it today at the little concert thing. That made the whole experience a little bit better. Like I said, it was enjoyable, but it was still a lot of being out of the house. I think there's 0 reason I have to leave the house tomorrow, I think, which is the first day all week that I haven't left the house to go to something with a fair number of people at it. Yeah. So, I could really use the break from the peopling. Just, yeah, it's exhausting. So tomorrow is going to be a day of being at home, quietly doing things. It should be lovely. I don't know if it's going to rain some more, and I'm actually hopeful that it will be cooler because it had been like super hot, and then we had the big storm, which I assume means the weather was shifting, so maybe it'll be cool tomorrow. That would be great. So I will see you all then. Nighty night.